Black Friday is just 2 days away, and experts warn this is not the year to be a last-minute shopper.
News Channel 3's Amira Austin telling us what your kids may be asking for this Christmas and why Santa could be a little late this year. Amira.
Good morning, Kirk and Laura. I'm live at Crossroads Mall in Portage right now. Experts say you're going to want to shop early. Parents could see things like LOL Surprise dolls or Hot Wheels on their kids' list this year, but it's going to be a little bit tougher to find. Shoppers can expect to be paying more and waiting longer for online purchases, as well as making multiple trips to multiple stores to find that perfect gift.
We are in a global shipping crisis right now. It's affecting a lot of different industries, and that includes the toy industry. So the demand for toys is up, but the supply is down. A lot of toys are made in China or overseas. So there are shipping delays to get them over to the U.S.
Baby Alive dolls, For Real pets, electric scooters, and Lego sets all made the top toys list at major retailers this year. Demand for the hottest toys is up, and so are the prices. Kuko says you can expect to see a 10% increase across the board. For dolls and action figures, that means only about $2 to $3 more. But for bigger items, you could be paying $10 to $30 more. Experts say to expand your search and shop local, shop online, and in store, and to check different stores to find what you're looking for. Kuko says to check early and check often. Just because something is sold out right now, stores could get it later. You also want to double check those shipping dates when you're ordering online. Overall, Kirk and Laura, the best thing to do this holiday shopping season is to be patient and plan ahead.
International Airport to tell us how flights are looking this morning at airports around our area. Lexi.
Yeah, good morning. Well, Kirk, Laura, I've obviously spent a lot of time at this airport recently, and I have to say that this is the busiest I've seen it in the last several months. Behind me here, a line of people getting ready to check in for their flights. A lot of these people have already went upstairs to begin the security process, so it did look quite a bit longer when we first arrived here. Now, the flights this morning are scheduled for 5:30, 6, and 7. The most recent information that we're just now seeing just came on the board here at the airport is that a flight from Kalamazoo to Chicago at 7 this morning is now delayed. That's a flight on American Airlines. Now, let's take a look at some other airports throughout the area and update you on how flights are looking there. In Grand Rapids, about all 58 of the outbound flights there are on time as of now. In Detroit, of the more than 100 flights scheduled for this morning, there is one delay and just one flight cancellation. That's a flight on Spirit Airlines to Los Angeles. And since many flights also fly from Michigan into Chicago O'Hare, I've also been checking the flights there. It appears that of the many flights heading out this morning, there are just 2 delays and 1 cancellation at this time.
It is going to be busy. So those that are planning to travel, definitely pack their patience, particularly on Wednesday afternoon, probably between the hours of about 12 noon and 8 p.m. Those are going to be some of your busiest times on the roadway as well as in the airport.
Now, again, if you are flying out of the Kalamazoo airport this morning, a flight at 7 o'clock scheduled to go to Chicago on American Airlines has been delayed, and United Airlines will be stopping all of their flights to and from the airport here starting in the new year. It's unclear if and or when that will change or at a later time. And still ahead, 1.4 million Michiganders are expected to be traveling by car this Thanksgiving. I'll tell you just how much gas prices are expected to cost as you head out on the roadways.
Well, as many millions get ready for Thanksgiving on Thursday, of course, for some, the holiday is not exactly a happy occasion in the context of American history.
Yeah, our political reporter Rachel Louise Just tells us how the perspective of Thanksgiving has shifted for some over the last few decades.
In 2 days, many Michigan families will come together to celebrate one of the nation's most popular holidays. But Thanksgiving in the United States comes with a lot of history and, in some cases, pain. While the Pilgrims and the indigenous Wampanoag tribe did likely unite over a meal back in the 1600s, the context behind that dinner isn't as widely known. As fact-checking website Snopes points out, the meal was happening as English colonists were also committing genocide to the native communities. Because of that, for some Native Americans, Thanksgiving is hardly a day of celebration. In November 1970, on the same day as Thanksgiving for most of the U.S., the first national day of mourning happened among Native American activists in New England, according to historians. But at the tables of most Americans, that heavy historical conversation hasn't reached Thanksgiving dinner yet.
It means a lot to me. It's, get the family together, cousins, all the part of the families, friends like family too, neighbors.
For the people we talk to, it's a day about family and food, not history.
Definitely getting together just as family and eating food. There's nothing what you just said wasn't talked about at all.
Do you think that the way that we see Thanksgiving should be different now?
No, I don't think so. Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving, It's the thing that you thanks God for everything, for getting families together, for the country is safe. And there's a lot of things we have to thank.
We also reached out to Michigan tribes to see how they see the day that we call Thanksgiving. We weren't able to connect with them by airtime.